Thanks, Courtney. We head over now to Gary Kaler Stadium, where number 1 seed Westfield looks to extend their 34-game win streak against a physical Elizabeth team. These two teams met in Week 6 at Rutgers, with Westfield getting the win. A couple of tough defensive plays early on. The Westfield defense really gets done in the trenches. LaShane Taylor looks for room, but the ball comes loose. It's Will Kessler coming up with the loose ball with good field position for Westfield. And now the Westfield offense on 4th down. Hank Shapiro looks over the middle, but Tasim Hicks lays a big hit. We're scoreless with 5.5 minutes to go in the first. Nearing the end of the first quarter, Westfield backed up to their 10, but Wandre House quickly changes that. Look at the tailback go for 32 yards down to the 42-yard line. Westfield would drive it for another 6 minutes. It's 4th and 9. Shapiro has no time. Andre Hudson and Tajir Tate team up for the sack. A big play by the Elizabeth defense. We're scoreless with 7:07 to go in the first half. Westfield gets the possession back. Tim Allegro shows some great vision. He picks up 18 yards. Westfield driving with 3:41 to go in the half. And the Blue Devils finally find the zone. It's Shapiro with the screen pass to Tim Allegro, and there is no one in sight. Allegro gets into the zone from 12 yards out. The Blue Devils have a 7-0 lead at the half. Third quarter, Elizabeth puts together a drive, and they're going to feed the big man. This is Naseem Daniels, 6'2", 270, and look at that speed. This is a first down to the Westfield 26-yard line. LaShane Taylor lets this one loose. Tasim Hicks, beautiful! 24 yards. Tasim Hicks with a great grab. Extra point no good. Westfield with a 1-point lead, 7-6. But Westfield would switch the momentum. Taylor with the give to Javon Wachter, but Stephen Barden comes in hot. Tackle for a loss right there. And we move now to the fourth quarter in a 1-point ball game. The Blue Devils would blow the top off of this one. Jake Valibero hands off to Wandre House, and Wandre goes to the house. Wow, 56 yards for Wandre House. He is hyped up. Westfield takes a 13-6 lead with 10 minutes to go. Plenty of time for Elizabeth to draw even, but this Westfield defense was absolutely suffocating. Jordan Simpson comes flying in for the big hit, and the Westfield defense does its part. How about this Westfield defense? They have given up 7 points or less in 8 games this season. That's a big reason why Westfield's win streak is now up to 35, and that the Blue Devils will be back at MetLife Stadium. 13-6 is your final. Bridgewater Raritan and Westfield will meet for the North Jersey 2 Group 5 State Championship. It's the 3rd year in a row that we'll have a Westfield-Bridgewater final. After the game, R.J. Cook caught up with Wandre House and head coach Jim DeSarno, who talked about that 35-game win streak heading into MetLife Stadium for round 3 of Bridgewater and Westfield.
Honestly, I can't even explain the feeling. Like with number 1 public school, I believe I can't even explain the feeling of that achievement. Like from freshman year, like this is all we wanted. Like just go to MetLife every year. Once it was introduced to us, the first year we won, it was just we wanted to make a tradition just to keep going, and it was just something we just had to do.
You know what? Like these guys are worried about the game. You know, they're not worried about a streak. You know, they didn't panic. You know, things were a little close today. They just kept battling. They just keep battling. You know, our defense is what's keeping us in games right now. And the streak is what it is. But, you know, like our kids are just worried. Our seniors are just worried about this year.